Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. So, today I want to do a throwback Thursday, even though it's Tuesday. I'll probably post this on Thursday. And I'm going to use an older palette. This is the Rogue palette from Fantasy Cosmetica. This is the color story because I'm wearing purple. And then I might draw, these shimmers, glitters, whatever are great. But I also really love this one. Um, Man, I Love Frogs from Sugar Drizzle. I don't even know if Sugar Drizzle is still around, but these are some really cool, nifty, shifty shades, and I love them. So I think I'm going to use some of those. But I'm going to start off with this blue shade. I don't even know. I think it's called Sheath. And I'm going to use my Lunar Beauty brushes. So, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Um, I know I should learn how to edit my videos more and um, not talk so much, but it is what it is. Um, so, this coming up weekend, um, we were supposed to go camping. However, as I have said a couple of times, my husband is not working at the moment. He doesn't have a steady job with a steady income. Um, so he has to kind of take what he can get when he can get it, um, which I'm glad that he is doing that. I'm flipping the brush over and I'm going into goth, I think. It's cursive writed. It's silvery against black, and I'm not 20 anymore. I have to keep remembering. Anyway, so he has a gig that he's going to do Friday night, and we were going to leave Friday and go camping. I have to be home on Monday, so we're not going to do that, which is fine. It's great, actually, because I'm going to go to see my best friend Dana. She lives in Oregon, and I need to get away for a while. I'm going to take Leia with me. Leia gets along with her dogs, and so I'm taking her with to get her out of the house for a while. Her and Tank had another issue, and I know what it was. I know what caused it. Um, Tank was laying next to Dad in the bed, and I let Leia and Grogu in, and Leia was on top of Tank, and Tank didn't like it, which, I get it. I fully understand. She's a bulldog, she's heavy. He's a Maltese Pomeranian, he's tiny, and she's heavy. So she got mad. Okay. So he let her know that that was not okay with him, and she fought back. So, unfortunately, she's a bulldog, and they are not known to back down from anything. And so she kind of went hard after his ear and caused a bit of an issue. Okay, I'm liking where that is now. I still have no idea, but I'm going to go into this color, I think. Kind of a greenish color. I really don't want to do that. I think I'm going to go into the blue. And I'll probably mix in, because I want it more purple. So I'm mixing in that other color. Yeah. Of course, the watery eyes start. Well, I mean, they've been going, so. But anyway, so I'm going to take her for a little adventure with me, give Tank a little bit of a break so that, you know, he can calm down and she can calm down and everybody can calm down. I just think it's what's needed. I need to get a little bit of a break. I was going to go and see Dana in like 3 weeks because we were going to go camping this weekend. I didn't have time, but we were trying to make plans, and then everything kind of fell the way it did. And so I'm getting excited. I need to do a whole bunch of things as far as my car is concerned and just stuff. Just stuff. Need to get an oil change done. Need to do, you know, things. I'm going to get a Q-tip because in the corners of my eyes, the water really starts to pool. And it just, yeah. Okay. So I saw other people taking their, because I put either too much or too little. I saw other people taking and putting their glitter primer. See, I just can't see. I don't think I have anything on there. And it's not like I take, you can see that very little bit on the tip of my finger. I don't take like a huge amount, but somehow I always have a smidge too much. Or actually, today is actually kind of perfect. But sometimes I feel like I just have too much on there. And I want to use every single color. I really do. But I'm going to use this color. So if you can see, it's like a purple, and then it goes to a deep blue, but it's got, and it's one of my favorite colors to use. It just has the best colors. And I'm just using it on the edge because that's, I want the inside to be lighter. So, and if you ask me how old this Sugar Drizzle palette is, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's 5 years old. I believe I have a video when I first got it, but I couldn't tell you when that was. Now I'm flashing this, trying to decide what other color I want to use. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use this color right here on the inside and then go over the top of it with another color. I know it's kind of a different color than what I'm wearing, which is really what I want. I want the lightness of this one, which is so pretty, but it'll match that first color that we put on. And then mix the two of them together with the third color. Always trust the process. Always. I say it every time. And I'm going to go in with this color right here. Kind of a pinky, yellowy color. And I'm just going to put that in the middle right there. If you hear the house hippos, you know. And I would love to show you my cat, but both of my cats do not like to be held. A little bit of fallout, but they are fine with petting them, but they are not fine to be held. They will scratch you like no other. So as much as I would love to show off my cats, nope. They will let me hold them for all of 2.9 seconds. And then I'm just taking the brush and blending them together a little bit, making sure that they look like they're cohesive, like they're all one, even though they're different colors. But they just have a little bit of, and I have a lot of fallout, which is fine. I don't care. This is why I don't put my makeup on first, because I know, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's quite a bit of fallout because I like to use a lot of glitter. Then I remembered I have this. Oh, that squirrel. So remember I told you about my Il Maquillage? I bought myself a second one. I'm so happy. And I don't know if they always do this, but they sent me a free mascara with it. So I got a free mascara. Let's see the wand. I'm not sure if I'm using it today. Ooh. All right, I'll use it today. Normally you have to let your mascara sit for a few days after you open it to get the best results. We'll see. We shall see. So I'm going to use my Kofi. This is a serum primer. So I've been using it for the past couple days. I'm not sure how I like it. I'm not sure how it works. The real test will be during the school year when I'm using it, if my makeup lasts all day long like I need it to. And yes, I know my hair is wet. It's wet, but it also is dry because I've got product in it to make it look more wet looking because I like the curls when it's, wet looking. Um, so I'm going to use my Tier foundation. This is like AI filter. I don't know the exact name of it. And again, the opening it because it's such a small one in comparison to the other ones. It's super, super small, but it's a good color. Like it goes on like it's supposed to, and it looks good, but I'm not sure AI is. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, obviously, right now you can see that I have foundation on, but towards the end, you're not going to notice because it does oxidize down and it does become the correct color. So now I'm going to go in with a little on my brush and make sure my whole face is covered. See, I like the feel of the Tier. It's not heavy, like it doesn't feel like I have an abundance on my skin. It maybe it looks like it right now, but it does oxidize down and it does settle in. And take my sponge and go over the top of it. This is a wet sponge, so I just go over, make sure it's all blended in there. And it doesn't, I don't think it looks bad. It just, maybe my nose a little bit. There. Yeah. And I don't normally, well, sometimes I use concealer. It's not a huge step for me because, like I have mentioned many times, my eyes water. And with concealer down there, it's an issue. I'm trying so desperately to use up this little itty bitty, but it just keeps holding on. I've had this for so long, and I probably have way too much on my brush, but I'm just doing the most. But I've had this for many years, and I should tell myself, excuse me, this about eyeshadows. Excuse me. But until I use up a palette, I shouldn't buy myself anymore. No. I probably should tell myself that. However, I just can't. I think, well, let's put the blush on, and then I'll figure out if I want eyeliner. Da, 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 da. Oh, is this my purple? Yes. So this is Heroine from Cosmic Beauty. They just came out with a beautiful, they've been doing a couple of like tarot card looking palettes, and they just came out with one called the Sun, and it's oranges and yellows and pinks and purples, um, like colors you would see in flames or the sun. And I love Cosmic Beauty blushes, I think, or palettes. I have 3 of them. Um, I haven't gotten all of them because not all of them are color stories that I really want, but they are relatively inexpensive. You know, I'm going into my Singe Beauty Fearless Fig just to go over the top of this a little bit because I want to set it down with a little bit of a powder product, but I don't want it to be like overpowering. I don't want it to change the color too much, but I want the purpley. So there we go with that. But anyway, I got the Serenity palette. I have one that was a mystery box, the Sinister palette, I think is what it's called. And then I have the Undergrowth, which is a green. So the Serenity is like a mixy. I'll show you another time. Um, what highlighter do I want? I almost reached for my NYX, but I'm going to use the Odin's Eye. This is from their Norns collection, and it's up there. It's up there. But it still works, and it's still beautiful, and I'm still going to use it. I know you can't see anything right now. You see that highlighter? It's so pretty. Such a pretty highlighter. I mean, I think all of them are, but you know, that's just me. They all have their unique beauty in them. So anyway, um, Cosmic Beauty is, or Cosmic Beauty used to be called Cosmic Brushes. And they changed their name because they started doing other things too. They were doing brushes, and then they started doing eyeshadow palettes, and then they went into blushes, and I'm not sure what else they have yet. Um, did they do? They did do lipstick, I think, but yeah. So now I'm going into my mixture of setting spray. Still trying to decide if I want to put eyeliner on, and I think I'm going to forego that today. Now, somebody in my comments said that they did the top of the lashes. They did a coat of mascara, on the top of the lashes. And I'm not sure if this is the best time to do this with this particular, because I don't know. Oh, of course. I don't know if you can see it, but I got it on my, but we know how to fix that. So I'm just, there we go, on the top. And then she said, go in underneath. Now, did I let the top one dry? Not really. But let's just see how this works. You know, I'm trying a new technique with a new mascara. Not sure how well that's going to go. And this mascara has already gotten all over. So I'm not, I mean, I have really long eyelashes. Really long. So I'm not surprised that it got all over. But I'm hoping it's not going to be an issue. This eye did just fine. This eye is all messed up. So we shall see. We shall see. This was the first spot. And it's pretty much off of there. There we go. Can't even see that it didn't disrupt the shadow. There we go. Okay. So I will have to let you know another time how that went. Lips. Actually, I'm going to use the ColourPop and Jacob. I don't know what the real name is. Then I'm going to use my Divinations green one. It doesn't really stay green on the lips. Would that normally be what I would do? No. There we go. Well, I like the lips. Not sure how I like that mascara, but I will let you know how it wears throughout the day. I didn't pause at all during this whole video. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Have a great day.